Welcome to this severe weather update. Let's just see some changes we had today for the severe weather on April 30th. So we do have an enhanced risk now, spots of Texas, Oklahoma, and the Ozarks. And we do have this light risk as well, all the way from Texas to northern Arkansas, and this other slight risk further north in Illinois, Indiana, spots of Missouri. So let's take a look here. There's like the bigger margin risk around as well. And there's this small margin risk in Virginia, North Carolina too. So the tornado threat is the concerning part today. There's this 10% hedged tornado threat in northeastern Texas, including Dallas and spots of even too far southeastern Oklahoma into Arkansas. So please be careful. There's this 5% tornado threat around it, all the way to central northern Arkansas, and I don't know what happened here. And there's this other 5% tornado threat in Illinois, Indiana, into Missouri, and the 2%. So be careful in all of those areas. Stay safe, have multiple ways to receive warnings. There's wind threat, 30% in the enhanced risk, northern Texas and the Ozarks, and spots of Oklahoma. So please be careful, some damaging wind gusts there. There's this 15% as well, and the 5%, and the 5% in the mid-Atlantic as well. There's now hail, one of the biggest threats as well. 30% hedged for large hail, so please be careful, especially 2-inch plus hail possible, and the 15% and the 5%, this other 15% further north. So please be careful. Scared severe thunderstorms and possible later today into this evening from the southern plains into the lower Ohio Valley, with the greatest risk expected north central Texas and the Arklatex region. So large to very large hail, damaging winds and tornadoes are all possible. So please be careful, north central Texas and specifically the Arklatex region, because I said Ozarks before, but more specifically it's the Arklatex, not much the Ozarks. So be careful in those areas. And let's see day 2 just to see it. So there's this big slight risk across parts of Texas all the way to New York, and there's spots of Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana, many more areas there, the slight risk. So be careful, and this will affect Canada as well, southern Ontario. So be careful. There's this marginal risk all the way from Oklahoma to New York, and so there's a 2% tornado threat, spots the Mississippi Valley and spots of Kentucky, Indiana, into Mississippi, Tennessee, spots of southeastern Missouri into Arkansas as well. So be careful, northern Louisiana. There's wind threat in all the areas, 5-15%, and there's hail, just 5% in most of the areas, and 15% hedged, especially central Texas and Austin. So be careful in those areas of Texas as well for tomorrow. There's later day 3, just marginal risk in Texas and Oklahoma, a 5% severe weather threat. Scared thunderstorms, expected much southern plains into the southeastern and eastern US. Severe thunderstorms, capable damaging winds, and large hail are possible across southwestern Texas. So be careful tomorrow. Tomorrow, not day 3 for Friday. And I didn't read tomorrow, so here for Thursday, tomorrow, strong locally severe thunderstorm developments expected from central Texas into the Mississippi and Ohio valleys, northward into the Great Lakes Thursday. Thunderstorms pose risk for strong winds and strong to severe winds and hail. So stay safe in those areas, be careful. There's still the flash flooding threat today, a moderate risk, Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. So be careful, please be careful. That's a big risk of flooding. There's the slight risk and the marginal risk around it as well. So stay safe, be careful. There's day 2, Thursday, all the way from Texas to New York, the marginal risk, so be careful, some heavy rain. And still for Friday, a slight risk in Texas, excessive rainfall, so be careful. Day 4, in spots in Nevada and California, and in Texas again into New Mexico. And day 5, spots in northern Texas, New Mexico, and into southern Colorado, to even the Oklahoma Panhandle. So be careful Those areas precipitation today and tomorrow. Northern Texas, northern northeastern Texas shows even to 3 inches locally, might be close to 4 inches in a spot or two. Day 1 through 7, alright, shows many areas of Texas above 5 inches. So be careful, and shows rain practically in every portion of Texas next 7 days. Just less in the far west, but most of Texas will get some significant rain, especially in the north, central northern Texas and Oklahoma. A lot in the south, even to 5 inches, more in Kansas. Also in the Appalachians, mid-Atlantic shows more, and across the west, some areas locally more, so be careful. Still some snow in parts of the Rockies or the Sierra Nevada. Day 2, a thing or two in Colorado and California. Day 3, still a tiny thing or two in Colorado. Day 4, day 5, maybe in California again. Day 6 shows stuff on the west, and day 7 possibly, but we'll keep watching. And here we have this tornado watch already active, Texas into Oklahoma and Arkansas, so be careful, it's already happening. And here for fire threat still shows an elevated some portions of Texas, New Mexico, and Florida. So be aware those areas, some fire risk. And let's see if there's anything dangerous. Flood potential is dangerous. So numerous flash floods are likely, especially in the moderate risk highlighted in red. Stay weather. Have multiple ways to receive warning notifications. Never drive or walk through flooded road. Turn around. Don't drown. Please don't drown. And heavy rainfall, flash flooding may concern the storms continue Wednesday into Wednesday morning. More storms expected later in the day, which could lead to additional flooding. So be careful. Those areas, as you can see, the flood watches, flash flood warnings, and the so even in Orange, some severe thunderstorm warnings. But I don't think this is updated because they have the tornado watch now. So here now it's updated. Shows the tornado watch in yellow, those areas. So stay safe. And here the HER shows, like, let's just put south here. So shows those storms are already happening there. So they are already happening. This goes shows later today that line of those very strong cells, maybe embedded tornadoes and everything. So this goes there and shows, like, late in the afternoon, some strong cells in Oklahoma and Texas within the line, and ahead of it you can see some cells trying to pop ahead of the line, but this might have some big damaging winds, so stay safe. And tornadoes, those cells could easily produce some strong tornadoes, so this goes into Arkansas, Missouri too, but especially in Texas, those stronger cells remain there, and still by Thursday tomorrow, a thing or two, some stronger ones in Texas. Possibly later into Thursday evening, Friday, northern Mexico shows more, and spots of the south maybe. So be careful. Those areas, there's Cape as well, shows in parts of Texas there. Now, especially before this front comes, some 2,500 joules per kilogram, 1,000 to 2,000. But after the storms come, basically with zero because the storms ate the Cape up. But there'll be a lot of moisture ahead of it and a lot of Cape, so be careful. There's dew points as well, some higher 50s, 60s dew points there in those areas, especially further south in Texas, some 60s dew points, and then it comes away. So be careful. And some more things here. The significant tornado parameter later today still shows parts of Texas slightly higher, central northern Texas, and later in the evening shows less because the storms already passed through there, but still in central Texas some spots remain there, some tornado threats, so be careful in those areas. But like right now shows more before they pass through spots central Texas, but like especially in the early afternoon, so stay safe. There's the updraft Halisti. And just to tell you something about the tornado probabilities, yesterday a significant tornado parameter showed higher for today when we checked it yesterday night, but today it's different, so yeah, but be careful just in case it goes up again. So shows the updraft Halisti, those severe storms, parts of Oklahoma, central northern Texas, and to Arkansas as well. So stay safe, especially tornadoes, wind and hail. So be careful. those areas. Check the video from yesterday to see a quick outlook on the temperatures, the snow and everything, especially the wind gusts, the temperatures. So check that video from yesterday, and in the future we'll make more complete outlooks. But just to let you know, more snow in Canada next Saturday is northern eastern Canada, and in Alaska and western Canada, and the western US some spots too. And the rain I showed you, the heavy rain, but maybe some rain in Canada as well, southern Alaska. So stay safe, be careful with wind gusts, still strong Atlantic Canada today, northern Quebec, and those storms in the US. So be careful, stay safe.